Welcome to my world. Another day, another time, another period for knowledge acquisition. Knowledge is power, health is wealth. Today, we shall move to explain the relationship between late night eating and nocturia. What is nocturia will be your first question. Nocturia is when you start peeing frequently in the night, let's say 2 to 5 times before the daybreak, and that is a serious inconvenience. But the effort I am making today is to see how we can avoid this late night frequent urination, where you are supposed to be having a sound sleep and then you are disturbed to void your urine because of your bladder. It could be bladder problem. There are so many listed problems associated with it, namely obesity. Obesity will cause frequent urination, especially in the night. Habitual eating at night, that's just what you are just examining. Obstructive sleep apnea, yes, that will cause you to wake up in the night and urinate. Higher systolic blood pressure is associated with altering the diuresis. Recurrent cystitis, that's bladder infection, prostatitis, and so on and so on. Even alcohol, drugs. Now, let's go into the mechanism underlying nocturia, that is frequent urination. You talk about sleep, especially sleep apnea. You can see on the right side, relative lightening of sleep, regulation of antidiuresis. Then when you have neurological problems, it could also affect excessive water or salt intake. When there is too much water intake, it will also cause nocturia. Salt and water retention, especially when the anti-diuretic hormone or stress hormone is affected, you can have that high problem. Then there is that cardiovascular problem too, that cause systolic hypertension. It also causes that nocturia overfiltration. And you have mentioned renal problem, problem with the kidney, impaired urine concentration, where the kidney is also having a problem. Then reduced bladder control, where there is bladder control problem, weakened bladder. There are so many things that could cause all this, and that is how it is so limited. Urine lab investigation could also be done to find a normal situation. You find that the normal urine output is as listed above. The oliguria is when you have very low production of urine. It could be as a result of dehydration, but anuria is when there is very little or no. It's like you are saying the person is not producing, and that's usually in a shock situation. Low urine output could be heart failure, shock, renal. It could be even post-renal, neurological, as earlier stated. High urine output had been stated, but the problem we are talking about is polyuria. So, but normal urine also, the appearance is always straw, acidic, specific gravity is low, just 1.0 something something. But the area of concern, which we are later coming to, is more of the hormonal test, where you are looking for the cortisol, the stress hormone, the catecholamine, and other things, hormonal stuff that we can examine. So you can look at the value of a normal free. When these all these other associated problems are not there, there is also the problem that people who, after evaluating all the urinary parameters that are showing normal values, but they still have to be disturbed late night with peeing over 2-3 times or more. So the other reasons is what is now being exposed with these findings in researches that are explained here. Let's look at the research finding. Late night eating has been associated with higher body mass index. When you talk, this is as far as 2019. It is not known whether cardiometabolic disease occur due to direct metabolic causes associated with late night eating or whether they manifest as a sleep problem. Late night eating, because another finding found out that late night eating affects sleep parameters. That was also in 2014 and 2019. So what we shall now do, more or less, is to pin the frequent urination to late night eating by examining the cortisol level, free cortisol. Salivary cortisol is an indicator of the hormonal stress system. It's usually considered a reliable and non-invasive marker for assessing HPA axis. That is a research finding. Most studies have described increased activation of HPA axis in response to various stressors. So we shall now look at the aspects of food as late night food as a stressor. Our finding is gradually looking at measuring the stressors. Is late night eating a stressor? We could measure the stressors by using the heart rate variability. That is, when you eat, does it increase your heart rate level? That analysis is also useful. The EEG, the brainwave, could also be measured and studied. But what is commonly used and which I had stated is that cortisol level, the salivary or urinary cortisol level. So when it is now checked and is found to be higher, then you could. So we have found that the stressors could be sleep, but with this emphasis on late night eating, we have also discovered that it also causes frequent urination when you eat, make it an habit to eat. Finally, I believe we can do so much to help ourselves. But if you like what you are seeing in these my presentations, watch more videos and click the like button. Most essentially, subscribe and press the notification bell so that you are informed immediately the new production is out. More quality production will be made when there is that serious encouragement by the increased number of subscription.